What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Alright, we're coming back to Ghost. Yes, indeed. Ghost fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all those clicks and those likes and the bibbity-boobity bob, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This is a request from Hamish Alexander, and this is actually Hamish Alexander's prioritized request for the month of December for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So here you go, Hamish. I hope you enjoy the show, man. I hope I pronounced his name right. Hamish wanted to see me react to this song by Ghost called Kaisarion. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard this song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, hang on, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Ghost, okay? And the video has 970,624 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Ghost, live from the ministry. Impera release ritual. Oh, that's right. This is a live performance. Okay, so that's why I have this timestamp. Oh, it all makes sense now. Yeah, Hamish wanted me to stop at 5:17. Got it right here written down so I don't forget. So there we go. 5:17 is where we stop. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Come on, move.
Ghost is back at the ministry after 5 weeks on tour. Listen to Kaisarion.
Swept away by rhymes. We're far away from the stench of the heavens. We wanna go into close to forever. Where paradise is lost, go straight to.
Okay. The song is catchy. The song is absolutely catchy. Kind of like the Square Hammer that I did. That song Square Hammer I did. It was not too long ago that I did that. I remember it very well. I just filmed it like 5 days ago or something like that. So I definitely remember it. It's very hooky. It's very hooky. This has got, you know, signature song written all over it. I can see the song being a hit without question. It's very pleasing to the ear. It's very appealing, easy to follow, simple song. It's not difficult at all. Live from the ministry. I very seriously doubt this is actually live. What we're hearing is not live. How can you have people singing backing vocals wearing masks that cover their entire face? I'm sorry. That there's no way. There's just absolutely no way. Now they may be playing live during the course of filming. That could very well be true. They could very well be, you know, what you see is them playing live. Yeah, sure. I believe that. But what we're hearing, it's too clean. It's too squeaky clean. It's studio. It's way too produced. It's way too post-produced. It's too compressed. It's too clean. There's no way that what you're hearing is live. I'm sorry. I hate to burst your bubbles, folks, but that's the truth. There's no way that what you're hearing is live. Sounds good, though. It does sound really good. So this lead vocalist, I saw in the music video. Music videos I really don't care about. I don't care about music videos. They don't mean anything to me. It's all promotional and whatnot. I really don't care about music videos at all. But I can't help but notice that this lead singer is wearing face paint in this video. He was wearing face paint in the Square Hammer video too. I don't remember it looking like that though. I remember it looking a little more straight line. This is almost like Joker-ish, like Heath Ledger Joker-ish. A lot of roundness, a lot of nothing symmetrical really in that mouth especially. So my question is this: does the lead singer always paint his face in different ways? Maybe does he always wear face paint? There's no actual set style. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just curious. Is he taking something out of? I'm wondering if he's taking a page out of King Diamond's book, because King Diamond would change up his face paint like every album. He'd be wearing a different style of face paint, like a different design. So I'm just curious if this guy's taking a page out of the King's book, which is fine if he does. I got no issue with that. You know, imitation is the most sincere form of flattery, so it's cool. Or is his face paint style more set like the members of Kiss, where Gene Simmons is the demon, always is. You know, Paul Stanley is, you know, the star child, always is. Well, not at the very beginning. He had the triangle thing going on. That didn't last long. By the time the first album came out, he went to the star. Is it that? You know, is this really it? And he was just wearing a different style for that music video. So I don't know. I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments. And the musicians, do they wear masks like all the time? Are they anonymous? So we don't know who's under the mask. That's kind of cool. Hopefully it stays that way. There's the thing about wearing masks is if you're going to do it, do it. You know, be anonymous. You know, live it and breathe it. Don't sit there in the press and go, oh, I'm really this person or I'm really that person. No, you're missing the whole point of being anonymous. You know, the whole point of wearing those masks is that anybody could be under the mask. I could be under the mask. You know what I mean? And you would never know, because anonymity is a powerful thing as long as you live by the rules of anonymity. Can't tell you how many times I've seen people, you know, in bands that wear masks and they come out and say, oh, I'm really this person. And then they take off the mask. Well, if you're going to take off the mask, why bother putting it back on? There's really no point. You've shown the world who you are. Your anonymity is gone. Why bother putting the mask back on? Just for the sake of conduciveness to the image of the band? It's got to be more than that. It's got to be more than that. Anyway, let's keep going here.
with their choir boys on suite. It's the tonsil and adulation, but this to no avail. It's the noise of the righteous dogma that hides the animate's tale. Far away from the stench of the heavens, the love of gold is close to forever. When a paradise is lost, go straight to
Nice.
It's the sight of a million regrets.
Nice usage of putting the 3 against the 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I love it when bands do that, man. You could count it in 3, you could count it in 4. It doesn't matter. They both work, and they both fit, and they both feel correct. There's no right or wrong answer there. That's great. I love it when bands do that, and they did it quite well. They did it quite well. They nailed it. I mean, they absolutely nailed it. So good on them. Good on them. How many keyboard players does this band have? I saw 2 back there. I think I saw another one over here. So do they have 3 keyboardists? Dear Lord. That's pretty wild. The guitar line that guitar player was playing, very Satriani-ish. I was kind of getting shades of the Mystical Potato Head groove thing, but not as fast. But following that same melodic line with those arpeggiations felt really good. It's a catchy song, man. It's an absolutely catchy song. Very well done song. Just keep in mind, and please believe me when I say this, what you're hearing is not live. What you see may very well be live. They very well could be. Or it could be just a music video shoot and everybody's lip syncing. That's possible too. I don't know. I mean, look, it's not hard to take a cable, plug it into a guitar, and make it look like it's plugged in. That's not hard. Who knows where the other end of that cable's going? It could be going and being held in a stagehand's hand, literally, for all you know. You don't know, but I mean, you take a cable, you plug it into a guitar. Okay, there you go. You plugged it in. Does that mean you're actually playing through into an amp or a cabinet or a board? No, doesn't mean that. It just means all you did was take the end of the cable and jam it into the socket. That's all you did. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. So, microphones have cables dangling from them. Again, so what? You got an XLR cable stuck into your mic. Congratulations. Where's the other end of that cable going? Who knows? Maybe it's going into a PA. Maybe it's going into a board. Maybe a stagehand's holding it. Maybe it's just literally laying on the ground. You don't know. You don't know. I love when people say that. It's got to be live. The microphones are plugged in.
What's the matter with you?
So? Well, they wouldn't plug the mics in unless they were going to use them.
That's not true!
I've seen plenty of music videos where they're professionally shot. Hell, we've done music videos where we've done professionally shot and we plugged our instruments in and we plugged the mics in. But I can promise you, I can guarantee you, despite the fact that it looks like our instruments are plugged in, they're really not. They're not. It looks like they are. And when you watch the video, it looks live. It looks like we're playing live to a crowd. And the funny thing is, there's not even a crowd there. The magic of music videos is amazing. The power of persuasion that we as the musicians have to fool the audience and convince the audience that we're really playing live, despite the fact that we're not plugged in. There's not even amps on the stage, and there's no crowd. you know, but it looks like we're playing to a crowd. That's where good acting comes into play, I guess. Anyway, I'm supposed to stop at 5:17. We're almost there, a minute and a half away. Let's finish this out and we'll get to the review.
It's mounting over years. It's the words that were never spoken that echoes through the times. It's the smell of the burning temple swept away by rhymes. It's the truth of candor shown through a prism of deceit. It's the continents of bishops with their choir boys all sweet. It's the tongue's holy adulation that fixed to no avail. It's the noise of the righteous dogma that hides the inmate's tale. So away from the stench of the heavens. You wanna go get your close to forever.
Yeah, right. Like you're gonna hear vocals for that fast.
When a paradise is lost, go straight to. Go away from the stench of the heavens.
I like that guitar line.
When a paradise is lost, go straight to hell.
Oh, I went a second over. Oh!
You're a goddamn disgrace!
It's the end. It's the end of the channel. That's it. The channel's finished. It's over. Ah. It's fine. Let me get my thoughts together on this. Let me think about it, and I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Ghost with, I guess it's Kaisarion. Yeah, Kaisarion. I always thought K-A-I was pronounced Kai, so I thought it was Kaisarion, but apparently it's Kaisarion. So there you go. This was a request from Hamish Alexander. This was actually Hamish's prioritized request for the month of December for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Hamish. I hope you enjoyed the show, man. I thought about it, and I have a score here. The score makes sense to me. I hope it'll make sense to you after I explain everything for my reasons why. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.4. Yep, 8.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, it's a great song. Okay, it is a great song. It is absolutely catchy. It's got the hooks. It's absolutely a song that is easy to listen to, very pleasing to the ear, okay? From a melodic standpoint, chordal structure standpoint, chordal flow standpoint, everything made sense. Everything sounded good. If I'm being honest, listening to this song and comparing it to the other song I heard from Ghost, which was Square Hammer, if I'm being honest here, I think Square Hammer is just a little bit of a stronger song. I really enjoyed that song. That song sounded very full, sounded very thick, very rich. This song didn't have the fullness that Square Hammer did. It sounded good, don't get me wrong. It sounded just fine. I think Square Hammer had a much more full sounding, especially in the chorus. The chorus especially was very full sounding. This song sounded a little stripped down, if I'm being honest, which was surprising. Now, remember, music videos are what music videos are, okay? I mean, there's a lot of things that go on in music videos that don't really happen. Like, 2 piano players, 2 keyboard players, right? But being honest with you, I don't remember hearing 2 keyboards. I only remember hearing 1. 2 guitar players in the mix. I could hear 2 guitar players. I don't remember if I saw 2. I know I saw 1, but I don't remember if I saw 2 or not. You know, and there's a lot of other deception that happens in music videos. And let's not mince words. Let's not get confused. What we saw was a music video. What we heard was studio recording. Now, for the purpose of filming? Were they playing live to each other for the purpose of filming? It's very possible. It's absolutely possible. But I don't believe for 1 second that what we heard was live. No way. Too clean. No pops, no scratches, no background noises, no static, no breath sounds, nothing. And on top of it, you've got people wearing masks singing into a mic. How? How is that possible? That would come out muffled. It would come out blared out. It would come out fanned out. You would not be able to get a direct signal from mouth to mic through a mask. I'm sorry, it's just not possible. And before people go, well, everything was plugged in, the mics were plugged in, the bass was plugged in, the guitars were plugged in, everything was plugged in. You ready to have your minds blown? Watch this. Watch a little magic here, shall we? Got my bass plugged in? Nope, it's not plugged in. Look, nothing there, right? Watch this. Plug. Now it's plugged in. Now, where is the other end of this plug going? Is it going into my amp? Could be. Ask behind the curtain. Or is it? Did you see any amps? Did you see any speakers during the course of that music video? Because I sure as heck didn't. Let's take a look at this cable. It's a professional cable, right? It's a real cable, right? What does the other end look like? How long is the cable? Is it a little 2 foot long or 1 foot long cable? You can't see past this, can you? That's as far as you can see. For all you know, this is a 2 foot long cable or a 3 foot long cable. Which is it? Maybe it's a 20 foot cable or a 25 foot cable. You don't know because you can't see it. What's it plugged into? Is it plugged into anything? Is it laying on the floor? Am I sitting on it? You don't know, do you? You have no idea. So that's the magic behind music videos. You just don't know where this cable goes, do you? Now, for those of you that may be wondering, I actually do have it plugged into something. I have it plugged into my Sans amp. You can see the lights on. So yeah, it's plugged in. It's the same cable, I promise you. I wouldn't lie to you. But yeah, but you don't, but before I showed you that, you didn't know, did you? You had no clue, no idea. Same thing with music videos. You can plug in whatever you want to plug in. You could have mics set up with plugs coming out of the mics, but that does not mean that those mics are hot. That does not mean that those mics are live. That does not mean that the other end of this cable is going into an amp or a board or a tech's hand, or laying on the floor, or going into a vase full of water. You don't know where the other end of that cable's going because you can't see it. And since you can't see it, you just don't know what's going on. Right. I mean, look, I just showed you the magic, right? I mean, that's reality, folks. That's the reality of shooting music videos. I don't believe for 1 second, though, what we heard was live. I just don't. Yeah, like I said, too clean. It was far too clean, too well produced, too compressed. No breath noise, no scratches, no pops, no ticks, no static, no nothing. Clean sound. No, don't buy it. Absolutely don't buy it. Anyway, did that, now, before people go and wondering, did that affect the score? No, it didn't affect the score at all. I treated this like a music video. It's exactly what I treated it as. I didn't really pay attention to it. I really didn't care what was happening on the screen. What I cared about was what I was hearing, okay? Because that's what I'm really here for. Since it's not a live performance, then it doesn't matter. It's absolutely irrelevant. So it did not go in the score at all whatsoever. But before I want to make sure I'm clarifying this because I don't want people going, well, you didn't judge anything about the live performance. There was no live performance. What we heard was not live. You know, they may have been playing live, and that's great, good for them. But again, there's edits, and there's, you know, different shots, different angles. You know, it's all video, you know, hype and magic. So I mean, don't fall for it. Okay, that's all I'm trying to say. No, but the song itself, great song. Like I said, very pleasing to the ear. Some great riffs in there. In particular, that one guitar riff, very Satriani-ish. I kind of had shades of Mystical Potato Head Groove thing, just not as fast. I'm talking about the arpeggiation part. It kind of followed the same melodic structure, the same melodic line as the arpeggios, just not as quick. But it sounded really good. It was very pleasing to the ear. It was a really nice touch. I'm going to say the same thing about his vocals I said in the last one. Kind of nasally. But I mean, it's not to the point where it's cringy. But it's definitely nasally. But it still sounds good. And again, in the chorus, the vocals did fill up a little bit. Not as much as they did with Square Hammer. Not as many layers as there were in Square Hammer, but there were still layers being done, and that was nice. That was very nice. Now look, overall, it sounded really good. I have more questions than I have answers, though, when it comes to this band, and I'm really hoping people in the comments will let me know. You know, would you consider this a gimmick band? Is this one of those bands that, you know, rely or use, I shouldn't say rely, but they use gimmick to get themselves noticed and to keep their appeal, along with playing great music, you know? But listen, there's a lot of bands that make and record and write great songs. There are, but they get lost in the shuffle. That's where the gimmick comes into play, is to help separate yourself from the herd, so you stand out. Now, as long as you're not relying on the gimmick to do all the work for you. And I've seen a lot of bands do that, where they have a great gimmick and their music is absolute garbage, you know, and they rely on their gimmick. That is not these guys. They use the gimmick to stand apart, if it's really a gimmick. Maybe that's all just for video shoots, and when they play live, I mean, maybe they just go out there in regular clothes and no masks and they play live. I don't know. No makeup and no masks. It's possible. I've never seen them live, so I'm not 100% sure. Does that lead vocalist always wear face paint? If he does, does it change up from album to album, like King Diamond? Is it like that? Or does he wear the same style of makeup? I mean the style, yeah, but does the design, does the design change? I don't know. I have no clue. The musicians, the masks, do they change? Are they the same masks that they've been, you know, they always wear? I remember in the music video they were wearing kind of like demonic masks. They looked really cool. And now they're wearing like biohazard masks or breathing apparatus masks. Do the masks change every album, or do they stay the same, at least for a long time? I don't know. I'm not sure. Are the masks a thing when they play live, or do they not wear the masks when they play live? I don't see the point in that. If you're going to wear a mask, you might as well keep the anonymity going if that's what you're going to use. But I don't know. I have a lot of questions about this band, and I'm sure people are going to let me know. Now, by the time that you watch this, here's the thing, because I just filmed my reaction to Square Hammer. I just filmed it like 5 days ago. So by the time you see this video, Square Hammer's probably been out for a little while. But keep in mind that I haven't seen any of the comments down in the video for Square Hammer at the time of this video, because I'm filming this. Today is October, what is today? October 26th. Okay, today's October 26th. I haven't seen any of the comments because that video for Square Hammer doesn't drop until December. So, I mean, I don't know what was said in the comments. So keep it in mind. Don't sit there going, oh, you don't read the comments. I believe it or not, I do read the comments, but it's very hard for me to read the comments in December when right now it's October. You know what I mean? So let me know in the comments what this band's all about. Please let me know what their shtick is, what their gimmick is. Is this a gimmick, or is this just something they do for music videos alone? I don't know. Please put me on the right track. I would like to know. So don't take it personal, and don't sit there and assume that I don't read the comments. I do. I can't look into the future, folks. I just can't do that. But 8.4, it's a great score for what I feel deep down. It's a great song. I did like Square Hammer more, but this is a great song on its own, and I did enjoy listening to this, believe it or not. So 8.4 is where we're at. 8.4 is where we're going to stay. So 8.4, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.